few questions about those tweets. Well, I figured I would talk about those tweets on the stream and maybe give some more explanation about what I mean. But I think it's not just about confidence, or carrying with brand and personality. I think that when it comes to commentary, what's the right way to talk about this? I think when it comes to your charisma and ability to carry a stream, that is your craft that you can work towards, right? You can become good at doing that for almost any game. Confidence is a little scary because sometimes confidence is extremely good if you're very, very knowledgeable about what you're talking about, or if you're a hype commentator, right? Having a voice filled with confidence when you speak is really good, right? If you're knowledgeable enough about your game to speak confidently all the time, that's great. But one thing about confidence is that confidence can also be your enemy. It's not necessarily always a good thing. Speaking extremely confidently on stuff that you don't know about can be more damaging than just being like, I'm not sure, right? Sometimes when someone says like, what can you do after that? And, sometimes sometimes you're like, well, there's a few answers, you can hit this button, you can do that button, you can up back, you can, delay this and then maybe do that. And then sometimes you're like, honestly, I'm not sure what this character's answer is. I guess we'll see if he has one, but maybe this character doesn't have an answer, or maybe they do, and I don't know, right? Speaking confidently about something you don't know is a valuable skill. No, it's not. Not always, anyway. What you'll realize very quickly, especially when it comes to commentary, is that speaking confidently about something you don't know will just make people think that you're a bullshitter and that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And when people think that, then they stop trusting everything you say. Especially with commentary. You can't lie your way through the stream eventually because, when there's a stream, when you're doing EVO finals, there's 150, 200,000 people watching. If you say something wrong, some of those people will know. And, I'm sure lots of people will not know exactly and they might trust you, but you're losing the ability to speak confidently. I mean, sure, there's value in doing it in real life, but I value somebody being honest about their ability and skills more than anything else. You'll learn very quickly that bullshitters, although it works sometimes, people will catch on. When it comes to commentary, speaking with confidence is a really important skill for hype men in particular, right? Because you need a voice that is really confident about the things you're saying, not only to sell moments, but also so that people just enjoy listening to you speak, right? For me, I just have lots of practice, and the way I commentate is very much about built-in knowledge and understanding things. So when I speak, the goal is always for people to believe what I'm saying, not because I just have built-in confidence. That's something that's there, but also because I research and I know what I'm talking about, It's a little different for me. But this is a long topic. It's just something I've been thinking about. Multi-game commentary this year in fighting games has just been so popular, and sometimes it's been really good. There are some multi-game commentators I think are super good, and there are some that I don't like as much on certain games. You know who I've been enjoying doing multiple games outside of their usual comfort zone is TK Breezy. I think TK Breezy is great, and I think him doing games outside of just Smash Ultimate is really nice. I'm worried about commentators being picked up more for how well they're known and how marketable they are. I mean, that sort of already happens to an extent, right? The thing about commentary is that it still happens all the time where people who have legacy skill or people who have been around a long time or have built-in friendships tend to get work or opportunities over people who are, really good at their jobs. But the goal is obviously to be so good at your job that no matter what, they're just forced to pick you. That's the way I think about it. June is one of the best in that category. Which category? Like not getting picked enough? I think June is he's a really great commentator. In particular, he's great for the region that he's in. Oh, as a multi-game commentator? Yeah, Juna's great. The one thing about Juna is that he never sounds... First of all, Juna never bullshits you about what he knows. Juna's the kind of guy that, like, something will happen and be like, I have no idea what the fuck just happened. That was sick. He'll be watching Tekken and be like, that was sick. I don't know what the fuck that just happened. I don't know how you stop that. It moves cheap. Like, he'll be super honest about what's happening on the screen. And second of all, he never sounds bored or uninterested in what he's commentating, right? Even if he is, he never sounds like it. He's always got, like, a really nice quality to his voice. And even if he's been going, like, solo in Japan in a corner somewhere, just, like, ushered into the Gaijin corner, he just sounds really happy to do what he's doing, you know? He's really good about making his commentary sound interested for long periods of time, especially solo. He's an excellent solo commentator. Him and Obama are both really strong solo commentators. I think that's why they tend to talk over each other a lot when they commentate together. They both sort of have that style where they both kind of like naturally try to fill in all the gaps and noises and stuff, because gaps in sound and stuff, because they're both solo guys. That just sort of happens. That's why I think when someone like me or Steve or someone who's, or Rip or someone who's experienced with lots of different styles, when we commentate with them, it's like no problem, because we're used to commentating with someone like that. You just hold out, let them do their thing, and then you come in when there's like a really obvious break. But yeah, I made that tweet about multi-game commentary because I was just thinking about it, and some people are excellent at being multi-game commentators, and some people it's not for them, but they try, right? And I think that has led to some pretty weird sounding commentary blocks. I don't know, it's an interesting topic. I'll probably talk about it longer soon.